Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to be doing the fire signs today, a small general reading for them. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling a few messages with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo in mind. I'm going to specifically today start with Aries. So, just here, quarantine times. Oops. Okay. Ooh. So, I hope you guys could see this. I'm occasionally checking the camera to make sure that you guys can see. So, is there any messages today for Aries? Whoa. Aries. Here we go. Can you see all your cards? I think I'm going to move this here. Okay, so for Aries here, what we have, Ace of Swords, the Hermit, the Sun, the Magician, and the Moon. Okay, Aries, so what I see here, there is quite a bit of positivity in regards to the situation right now. I feel like you're trying to keep a positive, clear-headed, objective view on everything that's happening right now. I do feel like it's a little troubling. You do want, just like everybody else, I feel in like the readings, I feel like there is a need kind of to be out in the open, and although you're not able to currently be in that state, there is still some positivity here. There's still some optimism, I guess. Like you're kind of just going with the flow of things. Here with this Hermit in reverse, though, I feel like this definitely wasn't something that you were expecting. Maybe you had a lot of plans ahead, especially you guys, Aries. I think you guys had your birthdays, right, like coming up. So I feel like maybe this like disrupted a lot of like plans that you had, like just birthday plans, gatherings that you were planning to have. Like it definitely wasn't something that you were expecting, and it's not like you're happy. It's like there is optimism, but I don't feel like you're like, yeah, there's definitely some like about the situation, because we didn't choose to be here. It was kind of like implemented on us to kind of maneuver around it. I do feel like you're using this time. Here we have the Magician. You're using this time kind of to be able to create new things, start writing up new goals. I feel like that's it's all about your manifesting power right now. Like, although things didn't go as you expected, maybe you still want to try out a new indoor hobby. I feel like there could be some distancing with people that you were close to, perhaps. Like maybe there could be somebody not specifically reaching out, so you're kind of trying to make that first move to reach out to them first. We have the Moon card here, and I kind of want a bit more clarification. Just one more card here to help me clarify this Moon. The Moon card usually talks about secrets, about lack of communication sometimes, or miscommunication. Okay, so there could be a significant other that I'm just talking immediately because I saw this in reverse. So here we have the Ace of Swords. So it's a new beginning. This is a completely new way of seeing life. And although you have you could have a significant other here that could be just very like distant right now at this moment, and although you weren't expecting this either, I feel like this distancing is causing a lot of miscommunication. Maybe there being misunderstanding, and because you can't talk in person, this conflict just doesn't kind of this conflict doesn't get to be resolved in person, like usually how you are better at confronting things in person. So I feel like this lack of this social distancing thing is kind of hard in trying to communicate with others like the way that you want to communicate. And I feel like it's making disruptions with you and like the people you care about. So I feel definitely that is around here, because there could be potential just like texting problems I'm feeling. I'm gonna go ahead and ask for any suggestions on friendship or love, any updates for Aries here. Any cards for... I feel like definitely you're just waiting for this to be over. Here we have the waiting results card. Any card relating to this Moon and Cups here? Any messages for Aries in regards to this reading? I'll go ahead and take this. Confront. Interesting. So you see this is actually the Moon card for this deck. So this is the same card. You got the same card twice. So definitely there's a lot of secrecy, lack of communication, perhaps with another person. And the word here is confront. So definitely there could be some confrontation about to happen because of this like very like distant type of environment that we find ourselves in. We do have here this awaiting results card, which kind of like immediately kind of links this to here. I feel like you're trying to, like, I know it's easy to say, oh, trying to make the best out of it, but I feel like you were actually maybe doing something proactively that you could actually await results from. So maybe you're signing up for a program, or you're signing up for a job in the summer, you know, like something that like is proactive, and you're manifesting something, but also something that is actually going to give you something to long for and wait for. So I feel like that could be something here in regards to this manifesting card. But here with this kind of vibe here with the other person, I feel like definitely it's going to be a tough month because it's going to be so much miscommunication, but definitely try your best to find any solutions that you could possibly have, any mutual solutions with the other person. Lastly, any last suggestions for Aries here, Spirit? Because definitely, I feel like fire signs are just way better at expressing what they want in person. Because, you know, but... any last messages for Aries in regards to the situation? Okay, so we have... so you could be dealing with a Cancer or a water sign, definitely. Because I feel like there's a lot of Cancer vibes here. I mean, not Cancer, I mean water. So Moon is Pisces, Ace of Cups is in reverse. I mean, just in general, Cups is water. So this here we have the new moon and the full moon. So this is actually crazy. This is like I shuffle my deck completely, and I make sure that, you know, they're shuffled and shuffled well. So the fact that these two cards came out just has a lot of emotional kind of connotation. A lot of like maybe just kind of pent up emotion, you know, like you haven't really had the time to process things. And you know, here we have a personal issue reaches resolution, and you and your loved ones are safe. So I feel like if there's any issue right now that is possibly related to home, like maybe there is a person who is sick right now in your family, and you're kind of like, oh shit, you know, kind of scared for their health, or just in general, like if there's any doubts that, you know, that this situation, it could be, you know, with like your significant other as well, like just overall, like if there's any type of like worry related to your family and to your loved ones, I feel like this card is just more like a reassurance to you that everything's gonna be okay. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you're really safe, like in a safe place right now. You're doing what you can to stay responsibly indoors, and at least for most of you. And although things are you know, emotionally pent up, definitely don't worry about it. Like, this could all symbolize some type of, you know, I wasn't expecting this, so now I'm kind of anxious about it. But don't worry, like this sun here, this optimism is going to help you get through this. So this is a reassurance card, and here, a personal issue reach a solution. So whatever conflict there may be going on here, whether it's with this person, whether it's with yourself trying to figure out what to do about this time, you're gonna find a solution soon, you know. Especially Aries season is coming up. I feel like you're gonna really tune in into your season, and you're gonna be able to come to a conclusion with this issue, whatever it may be. Okay, so those are the messages I have for you, Aries. Stay strong, you got this. And I hope you liked this reading. Let me know if it resonated. Okay, moving on to Sagittarius. Alright, so Sagittarius. Discarding the Aries here. Some lavender. I love the smell of it. So starting with Sagittarius, I mean next to Sagittarius. Any messages for Sagittarius in regards to just this whole month, this quarantine? Any messages, any recommendations / suggestions? Spirit, anything for Sagittarius? Okay. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and take those. I wonder how many there are. I hope not too many, because I'm trying to keep at a time cap of a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm actually, it's 9 cards, and I'm usually doing kind of like maybe max 6 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and if the cards need to come out again, you know, cards will come out again if they need to come out. Messages for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm tired. It looks like a big amount too. So Sagittarius, what this is telling me, just in the fact that you're shuffling, is really giving me a lot of cards. Is kind of like a lot of messages are trying to come through. Like maybe you're feeling really pent up in energy. You have a lot of energy that you're just being repressed right now. You can't go out. I feel like you're a very social, adventurous, you know, individual, and just all the fact that, you know, this is making you, forcing you to stay inside is kind of just really penting up your energy. So any messages? I haven't even checked how many these were. I thought it was one. Look, this one came up, so it just had to come up again. Oh. Okay. So King of Wands, that's you, Sagittarius. King of Fire. King of Fire out here. Chilling in his throne, because, you know, there's no other option. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these cards. Okay. Can you see this well? Okay, I'm just trying to check it with the camera. So these are your cards. Okay, Sagittarius, we have you here, King of Wands. Chariot, Eight of Cups, the Star. And this is Temperance. Okay. So you're really having to, you're at a disbalance at this moment. At a really heavy disbalance. You're kind of just chilling. You're the King of Fire out here, and you're not really doing much. You're not really being your normal self, and there's just this big kind of like imbalance going on. You're not really feeling yourself. You're not really feeling like you're able to do the things you want to do. So this is kind of making you upset. It's kind of blurring your intentions. Like you really have no, like you feel at this moment maybe that you have no purpose or like no specific goals. Like what do I even do? Like it's almost like if you're going day by day, just kind of like whatever, like just letting time pass you by, just like numbly, kind of almost feeling numb. So be careful with this, Sagittarius, because although, it is, out of your nature to be kind of stuck indoors, there's definitely things that you could be doing that can help you kind of be more at peace with like doing something, and like that could still be adventurous and that could still be fun, but just you know don't bring yourself down too much right now with the situation. Here we have the Chariot, so this in reverse, kind of not being able to travel, maybe a canceled plan or just overall canceled intentions, but I feel like you still have an urge to go out. So I feel like maybe although there is rules set in place, you haven't specifically been following them, or just overall like you haven't been as cautious as other people have. And I feel like this is because this is a really big like ego thing. Like you're kind of like you're realizing that even if you're not following the rules, like what is there to a point? Like you can't. You're realizing that although you are possibly breaking some rules, or like not like not as concerned as other people are actually concerned, or other people are acting differently about the situation than you. So you feel like maybe you're being left out. You feel left out because I feel like, or you could see other people breaking the rules. This could also be vice versa. Like maybe you're not breaking the rules, but you're seeing other people break the rules and it's making you feel left out. So it could be either or for you, Sagittarius, and just be very careful with feeling, kind of attacked, or feeling like there is like they're attacking you personally. Like there's just this vibe of like I don't give a fuck, and like when people reject you to like go out, or people are not on with the plans that you want to have or want to do, when those people aren't really down to kind of go through the plan like you are, I feel like this bothers you. So try not to be too offended right now. People have a lot of emotions going on with this whole situation. I sense this abandonment through this card here, Eight of Cups as well. And I feel like there is also, we have the Star here in reverse. So definitely you're losing quite a bit of like faith in maybe people, because you're taking things maybe too personally. Like maybe people aren't replying to you, people are, not responding to your invites, to go outside, or just overall, like it doesn't have to be a specific scenario that I just mentioned, but just overall I feel like your relationship with people right now is kind of blurry because you feel left out, you feel like there is not enough attention being given to you, especially when, this is in your nature to be needing of so much attention, and then all of a sudden being forced to be inside and isolated. So there's definitely some abandonment here that you're trying to get away from. You're trying to distract yourself in any way you can, even if it means breaking some rules, or doing this or that, or like it makes you sad to see other people breaking rules, because you're just like, well, I can't be outside, I can't do this. Honestly, vice versa. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and find any messages for you through this moon deck. I see a lot of like blue, so there's definitely a lot of calmness. You're being forced to be calm, you're being forced to be indoors. Here we have meditate and contemplate. So we have the moon, new moon in Pisces. A lot of blue here as well. Like just being able to use this time as a way to meditate and actually think about what's, what you want to do with yourself and your life. I think that could be important, just saying, Sagittarius, because I feel like you were used to going day by day outside, your regular routine. Maybe it was just really something that you were so used to that you never actually had the time to sit down with yourself and be like, all right, let me just, think things through. There you go. Like go figure out like the things that were happening in your life, like to settle them, like see what's, kind of have some order with them. You were just kind of living day by day, but you weren't really reflecting on your days. You weren't really understanding how every day was different. So that could be kind of something you could do, kind of start reflecting on what you're doing now. And these last two cards here we have hold your vision and a time to give rather than to take. So new moon in Virgo, Sagittarius. There could be a situation that maybe you are requesting so much from others and you're not really giving, or there could be just Sagittarius, maybe you are the ones hoarding all the toilet paper. I'm just kidding. No, but definitely there's maybe, used to being a fire sign. I believe there's like some type of used to being like center of attention, or just overall being around people, being around energy all the time. And I feel like maybe you could be requesting a lot from people at this moment. So kind of try to be conscious, try to be aware of how much you're asking from others, especially when this time can be hard for other people, and kind of make sure that you're able to, sometimes giving can make you feel better than just taking, So try to maybe, instead of asking and requesting people for your attention, maybe try doing the giving instead. Like maybe offer people to like play a game of pool on your iPhone or something. I don't know why that came up, pool. On iPhone, or just like games, like something simple like that's able to give something to another person, just some advice here. And then hold your vision, fixed moon. Remember that this is temporary, okay? I see a lot of new moons actually here, new moons, and I don't, so I feel like there could be a goal that you want to strive for. And because this all happened, maybe it like stopped your plans for a little bit. But I think this card is kind of telling you to hold your vision. If there's anything you had to put to the side maybe before this all started, because of this, like then maybe you should go back to it and like hold that goal that you had before this all started. Definitely try to go back to things that you probably forgot about, that you could still work on, that you could still pursue, like yes, just anything at this moment. Like hold your vision, because there's this whole thing is temporary. And remember that hopefully in the near future, keep your goals kind of like envisioned, so you can kind of like still remember that after this is over, like this is what I want to get accomplished. Like don't just kind of say it went out the window. Kind of just keep reminding yourself of the goals and plans that you had. Okay, Sagittarius, so that was your message. Let me know if it resonated, and yeah. Okay, next and last sign, the Leo sign. So that's going to be interesting. Leos. Leos. How are y'all? How are y'all having a fun time right now? Okay, Leos, we're going to go ahead and ask you how you're doing. Ask the spirits for any messages for you. Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo. Messages for Leo. Oof. Any messages for Leo? Messages for Leo. Any messages for Leo? Being stuck. Could be playing. Messages for Leo, play spirit, any messages? Okay, Leo, these are your messages. I hope you are able to see the camera. Okay, yeah. So Leo, there is, like almost everybody else, Actually, this I would immediately assume would be, oh, you're upset of kind of being trapped inside, etc. Almost what everybody's feeling, but this here, Nine of Cups, I feel like you are spending a lot of time treating yourself right now. So, although you are kind of stuck at home, although you kind of are not socially available, I guess, like to people physically, you know, because we all are, we all can't be physically close to each other much. I feel like you're really taking this time to take care of yourself. You're eating good. You're drinking perhaps, you know, by yourself. You're out here like dancing when no one's watching. I feel like you're like maybe doing facial masks. I definitely feel like right now you're kind of fulfilled. Like you feel like you were tired of work. You were tired of, you know, I guess like having this very exhaustive routine with people or with, you know, your environment before all this. And I think like now you're just kind of like doing perhaps work from home or something similar to that, maybe studying from home, but you're just really like enjoying this time right now, like maybe just very self-care type of vibe. You have somebody here, a possible a friend or a possible love interest, who is kind of in a way tempting you to go outside. I don't know, that I feel that vibe. And you're just like, no, I can't go outside, or you know, I'm like, you know, maybe it's like, oh, I have things, I can't be going out because of this, you know, or that. But in reality, I feel like maybe you're having admirers or people telling you, oh, let's go outside, let's do this, or let's or they're being, you know, so nice and romantic, or you know, I don't know, there could just be like this, like I said, like this could also be a friendship. Like there could just be this like tempting kind of nature to just go outside, or you know, go ahead and kind of ignore the rules for a bit. But you're kind of just like, oh no, I can't, you know, like kind of using the quarantine as an excuse, but you're kind of just also really like enjoying being inside. Like you're not really feeling in the mood. Maybe you're feeling really lazy. You're kind of just like really feeling yourself. Like you don't want to get dressed up like too fancy, you know, like I feel like this could be occasionally, right? Like maybe sometimes you do want to like, you know, dress fancy, go outside and everything, but I feel like you're kind of just like, nah, like, well, I would love to, but you know, I'm stuck, you know? So, interesting vibe here, Leo. I feel like you're definitely enjoying possibly staying inside. Maybe you're on your phone a lot, you're watching movies, you're watching a show, and just going out at this point is just like I'd love to, but I still need to finish this like last episode of like this show, but I'm just gonna say that it's because of quarantine that I can't go out, you know? Leo's okay. And then we have the Two of Wands here and the Moon. The Moon card here is in reverse. So I feel like right now there could be like just a possible pause on drama right now. Like it could feel like a very sudden pause. I feel like this could be a transition phase for you. Like maybe you finished something and then now you're in this weird in between space. Like, okay, now what do I do? Like I can't really look for a job, or I can't really do something right now that is kind of like transitioning me to the next stage. So there could be just like maybe some like lack of like this kind of in a way. I feel like maybe if there was any drama that like was left behind, it kind of did just go away. Like if there was any issues that you had with people before, like you're kind of just like at this point, like it's all gone. Like I don't think people care about it anymore. So because of this, you're just kind of in this in-between space, like kind of trying to figure out what to do. You kind of like, you know, ended something. Maybe it could have been an abrupt graduation, or an abrupt, just like some space in between, you know, or just like an abrupt ending of classes, or switching, I don't know, or work as well. But I could definitely just sense that you're in a space right now that is not really like affecting you in a very like financial way. If you are getting, you know, if you are working, I feel like you're either getting paid from home, or maybe you're just having a stable, you know, time right now, like not really worrying too much about finances. You have the Magician card here, so it's kind of like manifesting time for you. You're out here doing your self-care. You're out here watching these, you know, the things that you wanted to watch all this time. So I feel like right now you're making things come to life for you. You're making anything that you wanted to do before this whole thing happened. Like you're making time for those things. You're kind of just making them coming as they go. Anything that you want to do next, you're like, all right, let's watch the show. All right, let's try this puzzle. All right, let's do this. You know, like you're just like taking in whatever ever you wanted to do, whatever thing you ever wanted to do. You're just kind of like going for it. You're making it happen. You're manifesting like the results of them. I'm going to go ahead and pick out a card for you from this deck. This is interesting. It's like the card that was flipped was joy and stability. So, and you got quick dreams coming true, lead. So, okay, Leo, one last message from this deck. Okay. So giving and receiving, dreams coming true, and lead. Okay. So here we have your dreams coming true. Since this is kind of like it came around here first, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just put it here. We have a 6, 4, 9. Alright. So dreams coming true. Definitely feel like you're just, like this is your time right now when you're just making things happen. You're doing what you want to do. You're kind of figuring out what to do in that between space, kind of like planning out whatever you are able to plan out at the moment. Like I feel like you're definitely not wasting this time, although like people may feel like you are, you know, because you know this healthcare, you know, is like people see it sometimes as lazy or whatever, but I feel like you're not wasting time. Like you're just you're feeling yourself, you're getting fulfilled in ways that, you know, you didn't have time to before, and you're able to work on your goals right now. Kind of just planning them out. A lot of potential, Leo. You have giving and receiving, so maybe at this point you're being really generous. Like you're being, you're able to give attention and you're able to receive it like a very, like equally, in a very equal way. Definitely, I feel like your social life is standing like fine. Like you're you're still talking with friends and it's fine, you know, like, but they're, you know, you're also having your alone time. So maybe your friend and social circle is still fine. It's still social. You're still giving and taking attention. Maybe you're giving in the form of like helping others when you can. But I feel like there's just some generosity going around, or just overall abundance and like attention. You're willing to make that move to that one person that you wanted to talk to. Like maybe you're not specifically going out and like, you know, doing this, but you're definitely giving people attention and people sometimes the support, you know, that maybe other people aren't doing so well right now, and you're being able to help them out. And here we have lead. So definitely you're taking that Leo pride type of stance on things. Like you're just leading. You're kind of being a strong like individual right now, kind of ready for whatever will come next after this. So I feel like you are really feeling your energy right now, Leo. Good for you. Must be nice. JK, Leo, I'm really happy for you. So just make sure that you keep it up. You're out here manifesting stuff. You're out here being abundant with your attention on others and support. So congrats to you on that, Leo. Really, really, really doing people a big one out here. All right, Leo, that was your reading. Let me know if it resonated. And that was it for the fire signs. So I hope you liked this video, and next will be the earth signs. I'll see y'all later. Bye.